Alright. Our third module is about types of network. So first, we have the local area network or LAN, LAN. So basically, LAN is a network with two or more computers connected to each other in a single location. So ang keyword, may mga computers na interconnected with one another pero kailangan they are connected in a single location. Under local area network, so we have wired local area network. Ibig sabihin, gumagamit tayo ng cables. And of course, we have wireless local area network, which is common na naman natin nowadays. So, discuss muna natin ano bang ibig sabihin ng wired local area network. Basically, it is the simplest type of network in which computers are connected to each other through the use of cables. So, each of the computers on the LAN is also called a node. So, another terminology na ginagamit natin doon sa mga computers na nasa local area network is node. A LAN is basically characterized by three primary attributes. Yung una, topology. So ano bang ibig sabihin ng topology? Basically, topology is the pattern that is used to connect the computers together. With a bus topology, a network cable connects each computer to the next one, forming a chain. So parang katulad lang ng bus. With a star topology naman, each of the computers is connected to a central nexus na tinatawag natin na hub or switch. A ring topology naman is essentially a bus network with the two ends joined together. So don't worry, as we go along naman, we'll be discussing further the different types of topology. But basically, the most commonly used ones ay yung bus, yung star, at saka yung ring topology. Another attribute ng LAN is the medium. Four basic types of media are used in local area networks. So meron tayong coaxial cable, we also have the twisted pair cables, the fiber optic cable, and of course, wireless. Each medium, meron siyang kanya-kanyang advantages and disadvantages relative to cost, speed, and expandability. So lagi namang ganun, as engineers, we also consider kung ano ba yung appropriate na gamitin na medium para doon sa specific organization. Depende yun sa availability ng budget, sa kailangan nilang speed, and then meron ba silang intention to further expand. So coaxial cables provide high speed and low error rates. So twisted pair naman are cheaper compared sa coaxial cable and can sustain the speeds common to most personal computers. And these are easy to install. Fiber optic cable naman is of course the medium of choice for high-speed local area networks. And I think nowadays naman fiber optic na talaga yung ginagamit natin commonly. And then, if you would like to do expansion, so gagamit tayo ng wireless local area network. And then another attribute that we needed to consider is of course protocols. The topology and the medium used on a particular network are basically specified by the protocol. LAN computer networks that usually cover a limited range, say within the boundary of a building. A LAN computer network is two or more computers that communicate with each other through the sum or through some medium. Yung primary usage ng LANs is basically the sharing of hardware, software, or basically information such as data files, multimedia files, or even electronic mail. Resource sharing provided by local area networks improves efficiency and also reduces overhead. There are a number of ways in which nodes can communicate over a network. The simplest of which is to establish a dedicated link between the transmitting and the receiving stations. Ang technique na yun ay tinatawag natin na circuit switching. A better way of communicating is basically to use a technique known as the packet switching, in which a dedicated path is not reserved between the source and the destination. Data are wrapped up in a packet and launched into the network. In this way, a node only has exclusive access to the medium while it is sending a packet. During its inactive period, other nodes can transmit. A typical packet is basically divided into preamble, address, control, data, and error check fields. The computers in a LAN are connected by using cables. This method cannot be used to connect computers that are in different locations. For example, in buildings across a town or city. Therefore, a LAN is not suitable for large businesses with offices in several locations. Siyempre, makukonsider ka ng even other different type of network or kind of network. Yung letter B natin is the wireless. From the wired local area network, we'll now go to the wireless local area network. The term wireless networking basically refers to technology that enables two or more computers again, but this time to communicate using standard network protocols but without using network cable. Peer-to-peer wireless network consists of a number of computers, each equipped with a wireless networking interface card. Each computer can communicate directly with all of the other wireless-enabled computers, so they can share files and even printers this way, but may not be able to access wired local area network resources unless one of the computers acts as a bridge to the wired local area network using special software. So ito po yung representation natin or simple picture for the wireless local area network. A wireless network can also use an access point or even a base station. In this type of network, the access point acts like a hub providing connectivity for the wireless computers. It can connect the wireless LAN to a wired LAN, allowing wireless computer access to LAN resources such as file servers or existing internet connectivity. There are basically two types of access points, one of which is the hub or the hardware access points that offer complete support of most wireless features, but check your requirements carefully for this one. So ito yung representation natin for the wireless or hardware access point. Siyempre meron tayong wireless network and then meron din tayong wired Ethernet network and of course the file server. Another type of access point is the super access point, which run on a computer equipped with a wireless network interface cards as used in peer-to-peer wireless network. The super routers that can be used as a basic super access point and include features not commonly found in hardware solutions. So similarly, ganun din, meron tayong wired Ethernet network, file server, wireless network, but this time computer with the super access point. So how to connect wireless LAN to wired LAN? To do this, you will need some sort of a bridge between the wireless and the wired network. It can be accomplished either with a hardware access point or to the use of a software access point. Hardware access points are available with various types of network interfaces such as Ethernet or token ring, but typically require extra hardware to be purchased if your networking requirements change. If networking requirements go beyond just interconnecting a wired network to a small wireless network, a software access point may be the best solution. So again, it's a case-to-case basis. A software access point does not limit the type or even the number of network interfaces you would like to use. It may also allow considerable flexibility in providing access to different network types such as different types of Ethernet, wireless, and even token ring networks. Such connections are only limited by the number of slots or even interfaces in the computer used for this task. Further to this, the software access point may also include significant additional features such as shared internet access, web caching, or content filtering, providing significant benefits to users and administrators. Wireless networking offers a cost-effective solution to users with difficult physical installations such as campuses, hospitals, or businesses with more than one location in immediate proximity but separated by public thoroughfare. So this type of installation requires two access points. Each access point acts as a bridge or even a router that connects its own LAN to the wireless connection. The wireless connection allows the two access points to communicate with each other and therefore interconnect the two local area networks. So here's the representation showing the connection between the wireless local area network to wired local area network. As you can see here, so you could also use both the hardware access point and computer with software access point interconnected with the wireless network, wired Ethernet network, and of course, network 1 and 2 for the wired Ethernet network. Yan. So wireless network range. So each access point has a finite range within which a wireless connection can be maintained between the client computer and the access point. The actual distance varies depending upon the environment. Manufacturers typically state both indoor and outer ranges to give a reasonable indication of reliable performance. So napakahalaga nun, lalo na if you would like to maintain the computer network in the organization. Also, it should be noted that when operating at the limits of range, the performance may drop as the quality of connection deteriorates and the system compensates. Typical indoor ranges are 150 to 300 feet, but can be shorter if the building construction interferes with radio transmissions. Longer ranges are possible, but performance will degrade with distance. Outer ranges are quoted up to 1,000 feet, but again, this depends upon the environment. There are ways to extend the basic operating range of wireless communications by using more than a single access point or using a wireless relay or extension point. Multiple access points can be connected to a wired LAN or sometimes even to the second wireless local area network if the access point supports this. In most cases, separate access points are interconnected via a wired LAN, providing wireless connectivity in specific areas such as offices or rooms, but connected to a main wired local area network for access to network resources such as file servers. Yan. So this is representation for that example. So we have two access points here, again connected with the wireless networks 1 and 2, wired Ethernet network, and the file server. If a single area is too large to be covered by a single access point, then multiple access points or extension points can be used. Note that an extension point is not defined in the wireless standard, but have been developed by some manufacturers. When using multiple access points, each access point wireless area should overlap its neighbors. This provides a seamless area for users to move around in using a feature called roaming. Yan. So may define natin ano bang ibig sabihin ng roaming. Some manufacturers produce extension points which act as wireless relays extending the range of a single access point. Multiple extension points can be strung together to provide wireless access to faraway locations from the central access point. Yan. So as you can see here, still we have the access point but this time we have the extension point. So roaming, a wireless computer can roam from one access point to another, with the software and hardware maintaining a steady network connection by monitoring the signal strength from in-range access points and locking on to the one with the best quality. So yun pala yung purpose ng roaming. Usually, this is completely transparent to the user. They are not aware that a different access point is being used from area to area. Some access point configurations require security authentication when swapping access points, usually in the form of a password dialog box. Access points are required to have overlapping wireless areas to achieve this, as can be seen in the next slide diagram. So ito po yun. So we have two areas. Yan, access point 1, access point 2. Again, they are interconnected by a wireless network and wired Ethernet network to the file server. A user can move from area 1 to area 2 transparently. The wireless networking hardware automatically swaps to the access point with the best signal. So yun intention ng roaming. So this time, how are we going to share internet connection in wireless network? So you need to do two things. Number one, an internet sharing hardware device or software program and using the local area network. If your LAN is wireless, so you need hardware software access point and a wireless LAN. Any computer equipped with a wireless network card running suitable internet sharing software can be used as a software access point. A number of vendors offer hardware access points. Yan. So over the internet, syempre kailangan natin ng internet connection, the computer with the software access point, and of course, a wireless network. A hardware access point may also provide internet sharing capabilities to our local area network computers but does not usually provide much flexibility beyond very simple configurations. So we have here the hardware access point, again, connected via internet. So they have internet connection and the wireless network connectivity. If an existing wired local area network already has an internet connection, then the hardware access point simply connect to local area network and allow wireless computers to access the existing internet connection in the same way as wired local area network computers. So, ito yung representation natin. Again, we have access point 1, and then we have the wireless network 1 and 2 connected with computer with super access point, wired Ethernet network, existing internet connection to the internet. So let's now discuss about the wireless network security. Wireless communications obviously provide potential security issues as an intruder does not need physical access to the traditional wired network in order to gain access to data communications. However, 802.11 wireless communications cannot be received, much less decoded by simple scanners, shortwave receivers, and so on. This has led to the common misconception that wireless communications cannot be eavesdropped at all. However, eavesdropping is possible using specialized or specialist equipment. So, to protect against any potential security issues, 801.11 wireless communications have a function called WEP or the Wired Equivalent Privacy. Hindi yung web na katulad ninyo, di ba? A form of encryption which provides privacy comparable to that of a traditional wired network. If the wireless network has information that should be secure, then web should be used, ensuring the data is protected at traditional wired network level. So one of the challenge talaga yan. Kasi nga, since over the network na to, kailangan yung ating security, we have to high-tech. IEEE 802.11. Wireless networking hardware requires the use of underlying technology that deals with radio frequencies as well as data transmission. The most widely used standard is, of course, the 802.11 produced by the IEEE or the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers. This is basically a standard defining all the aspects of the radio frequency wireless networking. Also, it should be noted that traditional VPN or the virtual private networking techniques will work over wireless networks in the same way as traditional wired networks. So, ano naman po yung wide area network or the WAN? It is a telecommunications network usually used for connecting computers again, but this time it spans a wide geographical area. WANs can be used to connect cities, states, or even countries. An example of one connection should be a company with two offices in distant cities, 'di ba? Common 'yan in the Philippines. Normally, manufacturing nasa area natin, Laguna, Batangas, pero yung nasa office ay nasa Manila. Each with its own LAN and connected by a leased telephone line. This type of one is illustrated in the next figure. Each end of the leased line is connected to a router, and the routers are basically connected to individual LANs. Any computer on either of the LANs can communicate with any one of the other computers at the other end of the one link or with a computer on its own local area network. So ito yun, we have the local area network basically from one office, then we have the router, the lease line, and then we have another local area network in the other office connected with a router and then lease line to connect, of course, with the other office. WANs are often used by larger corporations or organizations to facilitate the exchange of data in a wide variety of industries. Corporations with facilities at multiple locations have embraced WANs. Increasingly, however, even small businesses are utilizing WANs as a way of increasing their communications capabilities. Although WANs serve a purpose similar to that of LANs, WANs are structured and operated quite differently. The user of a WAN usually does not own the communications lines that connect the remote computer systems. Instead, the user subscribes to a service through a telecommunications provider. Unlike LANs, WANs typically do not link individual computers but rather are used to link LANs. WANs also transmit data at lower speeds compared to local area networks. WANs have existed for decades, but new technologies, services, and applications have developed over the years to dramatically increase their efficacy for business. WANs were originally developed for digital lease-line services carrying only voice rather than data. As such, they connected the private branch exchanges or the PBXs of remote offices of the same company. Ones are still used for voice services, but today they are used more frequently for data and image transmission, such as video conferencing. These added applications have spurred significant growth in WAN usage, primarily because of the surge in LAN connections to the wider networks. WANs are either point-to-point, involving a direct connection between the two sites, or operate across packet switch networks, in which data is being transmitted in packets over shared circuits. Point-to-point WAN service may also involve either analog dial-up lines, in which a modem is used to connect the computer to the telephone line, or dedicated leased digital telephone lines, also known as the private lines. Analog lines, which may either be part of a public switch telephone network or leased lines, are suitable for batch data transmissions such as congruent order entry and point-of-sale transactions. Dedicated digital phone lines permit uninterrupted, secure data transmission at fixed costs. Point-to-point WAN service providers include both local telephone companies and long-distance carriers. Packet switch network services are typically chosen by organizations which have low volumes of data or numerous sites for which multiple dedicated lines would be too expensive. Depending on the service, WANs can be used for almost any data sharing purpose for which LANs can be used. Slower transmission speeds, however, may make some applications less practical for WAN. So, kailangan i-balancein mo yun. May trade-offs, di ba? The most basic uses of WANs are for electronic mail and file transfer, but WANs can also permit users at remote sites to access and enter data on essential sites databases or database such as instantaneously updating accounting records. New types of network-based software that facilitate productivity and production tracking, such as groupware and workflow automation software, can also be used over WANs. Using groupware, workers at dispersed locations can more easily collaborate on projects. WANs also give remote offices access to essential offices, other data communication services, including the internet. So, yung wireless fidelity or the Wi-Fi naman contains one or more access points or the APs and one or more clients. An AP broadcast, its SSID or the Service Set Identifier Network Name, using packets that are called beacons, which are usually broadcast every 100 milliseconds. The beacons are transmitted at 1 bit per second and are of relatively short duration and therefore do not have a significant effect on performance. Since 1 Mbit per second is the lowest rate of Wi-Fi, it assures that a client who receives the beacon can communicate at least 1 Mbit per second. Based on the settings example, the SSID, the client may decide whether to connect on AP. And if two APs of the same SSID are in range of the client firmware might use signal strength to decide which of the two APs to make a connection to. The Wi-Fi standard leaves connection criteria and roaming totally open to the client. This is a strength of Wi-Fi, but also means that one wireless adapter may perform substantially better than the other. Since Wi-Fi transmits in the air, it has the same properties as a non-switch Ethernet network. So we have different Wi-Fi devices. So one of which is the wireless access point or the WAP that connects a group of wireless stations on adjacent wire local area network LAN, and an access point is similar to an Ethernet hub or switch. But instead of relaying LAN data only to the other LAN stations, an access point can relay wireless data to all other compatible wireless devices as well as to a single usually connected LAN device, and in most cases an Ethernet hub or switch, allowing wireless devices to communicate with any other device on the LAN. A wireless router naman integrates a wireless access point with an IP router and an Ethernet switch. The integrated switch connects the integrated access point and the integrated Ethernet router internally and allows for external wired Ethernet LAN devices to be connected, as well as a usually single WAN device such as cable modem or DSL modem. A wireless router advantageously allows all three devices, mainly the access point and the router, to be configured through one central configuration utility, usually through an integrated web server. Another is the wireless Ethernet bridge. It basically connects a wired network to a wireless network. This is different from an access point in the sense that an access point connects wireless devices to a wired network at the data link layer. So yung data link layer nasa OSI model yan na i-discuss din naman natin yun as we go along. The two wireless bridges may be used to connect two wired networks over a wireless link, useful in situations where a wired connection may be unavailable, such as between two separate homes. So ano po ba yung advantages ng Wi-Fi? So alam natin yan, number one, it allows LANs to be deployed without cabling, di ba? Typically reducing the cost of network deployment and expansion. Spaces where cables cannot be run, such as outdoor areas and historical buildings, can host wireless LANs. Wi-Fi silicon pricing continues to come down, making Wi-Fi a very economical networking option and driving inclusion of Wi-Fi in an ever-widening area of devices. And then also, Wi-Fi products are widely available in the market. Different brands of access points and client network interfaces are interoperable at a basic level of service. Products designated as Wi-Fi certified by the Wi-Fi Alliance are interoperable and include WPA2 security. Wi-Fi networks support roaming, in which a mobile client station such as a laptop computer can move from one access point to another as the user moves around a building or area. So, ganun siya ka-flexible. Also, Wi-Fi networks support roaming in a sense that a mobile client, ayun, inulit ko lang pala to, sorry. Yan. And then the last, yung Wi-Fi sa global setup standards, unlike cellular carriers, the same Wi-Fi client works in different countries around the world. Siyempre, kung may advantages, meron din namang disadvantages. Wi-Fi can be interrupted by other devices, notably 2.4 GHz cordless phones and microwave ovens. Power consumption is fairly high compared to some other standards, making battery life and heat a concern. The most common wireless encryption standard, the Wired Equivalent Privacy or WEP, has been shown to be breakable even when correctly configured. Wi-Fi access points typically default on open, encryption-free node, and the novice users benefit from a zero configuration device that works out of the box but might not intend to provide open wireless access to their LAN. Wi-Fi networks have limited range. A typical Wi-Fi home router using 802.11b or 802.11g with a stock antenna might have a range of 45 meters or 150 feet indoors and 90 meters or 300 feet outdoors. Range also varies with frequency band, as Wi-Fi is no exemption to the physics of radio wave propagation. Wi-Fi in the 2.4 GHz frequency block has better range than Wi-Fi in the 5 GHz frequency block, and less range than the oldest Wi-Fi and pre-Wi-Fi 900 MHz block. Outdoor range with improved antennas can also be several kilometers or more with line-up sight. Wi-Fi network can be monitored and used to read and copy data, including personal information, transmitted over the network when no encryption such as VPN is used. Thank you.